Welcome back. In this step, let's learn an important fact about strings in Python. The thing is, whatever strings that you create are immutable. What does immutability mean? And why do we say strings are immutable? That's basically what we will learn in this specific step. So let's create a very simple string. Message is equal to hello. And I'm saying message dot upper. What does it print? Hello with a caps. Cool, right? However, what would happen if I print message? It says hello, right? So you'd see that the original content of message did not change. What happened is when we call message.upper, a new string is created and it is returned back. But the original content of this string remained unchanged. This is called immutability. Thing is, once you define a string in Python, you will not be able to change the value of it. A lot of people say, okay, I can do something of this kind, message dot upper. What would happen now? Will the value at message change? It prints HELLO, all caps, hello. Did the value at message change? Does this prove that strings are mutable? You can change the values of strings? Nope, they aren't. The important thing you need to understand about all this stuff is how objects are stored inside Python. What we'll do now is take a behind the scenes look at how things happen in the background when you do something of this kind. Let's say we are starting afresh. We are starting from 0 and this is the visualization. This is kind of a very toned down, very basic representation of how things are represented in memory. There are things called variables and there are things called objects. When you are saying message is equal to hello, what you are doing is you are creating one variable called message and you are creating one object of string class called hello. So what would happen is in the objects you are creating an object with content hello. Let's say the location for this is A. The way it works in Python is your variables are nothing but a name. So you can say message and the location would be stored as A. The thing which is happening in here is message is referring to location A and location A contains the content hello. So when I say message is equal to hello, this is what is happening in the background. When I say message dot upper, what would happen? What would happen is a new thing would be created at a location B. However, we did not create any variable for it, so it's just printed out to the console. You can also decide, okay, I would want to take this and create a variable. So I can say message underscore upper is equal to message dot upper. What would happen? What would happen is there would be a new variable created, message underscore upper, and it would be pointing to location B. You can see that the original content remains the same. So even though I'm calling message.upper, the original content of the object is unchanged. Let's say now I'm saying message is equal to something else, ABC. What would happen? What would happen is a new value, a new object ABC is created, C, and message would start pointing to C instead of A. So the thing you need to understand is that the variables that we create are just names referring to a location. They don't really contain the value. The value is present inside the objects and the content of these objects cannot be modified. So even if I say message is equal to message dot lowercase, what would happen? Oops, I should have said lower. So message dot lower. What would happen is a new object is created with ABC, which is the lower of capital ABC at a location D, and the message would be pointing to location D. As you can see in here, the original content of the object cannot be modified after it is created. This is the case for a string class, the str class. For the str class, once you create the object, you cannot change the content of it. What we are changing is the variables, which are nothing but names and locations. The original content of the object is not modified. This is the reason why we call strings as immutables. Actually, not just strings, but the 4 different types that we looked until now: int, float, boolean, and string. All these types are immutable in Python. So these are the basic types in Python, right? So you have int, you have float, you have bool representing boolean values, and you have str representing string or text values. In Python, instances of all these 4 classes are immutable. Once you create them, you'll not be able to change the values of them. I hope this was an interesting video to look at. I'll see you in the next step. Until then, bye.